Orientation is locked. Okay. Okay, it looks like we are live. Let's see, make sure that I have. Can I? There we go. Just in case I need to do some chat here. Okay, because I am going to be doing some live chat. I see we have someone that has joined. Welcome. This is Soldier of Self Mastery Friday Night Live, episode number 6. We're getting ready to start here. I've got some homework that I need to go over with those of you that join in today. By the way, I'd love for you to let me know who you are, where you're coming from. Where are you calling from? Obviously, you're not calling from, but identify yourself. Patience, Santos, while people come on board. What are we going to talk about today? Friday Night Live. July, what is it? July the 13th. Thank you. Okay. First of all, I want to say that um, Eleanor D. Roosevelt, I don't know if you know who she is. She was president to the one of the longest standing presidents. I think he served 4 terms. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Anyways, his wife, Eleanor Roosevelt, said this. This is her quote. Do one thing every day that scares you. I'm going to read that again. Do one thing every day that scares you. Well, I'm doing something here that scares me a little bit. Actually, I'm getting used to what I'm doing here, which is really great. So, I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you for giving me the privilege to come on air, for giving me the privilege to come into your presence. This is Friday Night Live. As you know, we do this on Sundays, Sunday Night Live, between the hours of 4 and 5 p.m. This is a live interactive session, mind shift session. It's not just about me sharing stories or talking. It's about you. It's about your questions. And I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions pretty soon here too. So this live interaction time is about success. It's about growth. It's about self-empowerment. It's about gaining perspective on how to win over problem gambling. That's what started this in the beginning. I see we've got somebody that has shared something here. Let me get to it. Let me see. Laura Pender, so happy I found you live. Love how you think. I stopped gambling because of you. Well, thank you, Laura. You know what? I really appreciate you saying that you stopped gambling because of me. Well, in actuality, Laura, you gave yourself permission. All I was just a little bit of a spark in your life. And the key is lifelong growth, right? That's what we want. We don't want a quick fix. I know I don't want a quick fix. I used to think I did. A quick fix really doesn't do anything. It's just a quick fix, right? So what we want is progress. We want lifelong progress. So let me get back to my acknowledgement here. It is a privilege for me to come on air, to have those of you that are going to be with us tonight. This is your program also. This is your program. If you have a question, you may have a question about business. You may have a question about marketing. You may have a question about self-empowerment, problem gambling, or any other addiction for that matter. I mean, there's many addictions. There's many habits. So when you come on board, I would encourage you to identify yourself. If you don't want me to share your name. I try to call you out by name, but if you don't want me to do that, just let me know. Obviously, you're going to be in the comments. So again, I'm here to help you. And why am I doing this? Why am I here on a Friday evening? I rushed over here from my dad's place, Golden Living, there downtown Stockton, where I go every day and I enjoy myself with some of the older folks. I volunteer some of my time. I work on putting smiles on people. I work on getting myself out of myself. I do a lot of writing. I'm doing a lot of projects, and I'll share some of that possibly in this episode. And I rushed over here so that I wouldn't be in my car, because I don't like being in my car to do these programs, or this live program. I would like to say, those of you that are going to come on board, those of you that are benefiting from this program, those of you that benefit from the videos, from the comments, from the emails that we send out, and anything else for that matter, I'm encouraging you to donate to this mission. This is a big movement that we are creating. Okay, yes, I'm the founder, I'm the visionary. I want to reach out to more people around the world. I'm currently going into my community. As of recently, I'm going to be possibly talking to the mayor of the city. I'm going to be reaching out into the VA programs, veterans, and wherever else I am allowed to come into, online or offline, because problem gambling, not just problem gambling, but there are other problems, obviously, that we know about. But problem gambling is a big, big deal. I was talking to my partner, and he said something like 60 million people are being affected by problem gambling. I believe that's the number he gave me. 60 million. Now, I don't know if that's just in the United States. I don't think that's worldwide. It could be, the numbers could be bigger. 60 million people being affected by problem gambling. And here is Soldier of Self-Mastery, aka Santos Rolon Jr. He freed himself. He continues to stay free. He continues to grow. And I'm impacting other areas. So those were just a few updates. I'm going to keep you guys updated on what's happening. So I'm waiting for some questions. And I'm going to present a question to you. Last session that we had, I challenged some of you to go without complaining. I had one joinee, one viewer that said that 30 days was too much to go. 30 days was too long of a period to challenge oneself to stop complaining. Okay, so we narrowed it down to 7 days. I don't know how you've done with it. I'm still working on mine. Every day. Well, you take it day by day, right? You take it day by day. And I'll tell you one thing that's really dynamic about not complaining. It really motivates you when you don't complain. Now, there's a difference between being concerned about something and complaining. Complaining is kind of the heart. Whatever is in the heart of a man, it comes out. And if a person is a chronic complainer, constant complainer, nobody wants to be around people like that. I know I don't want to be around me if I'm complaining about stuff all the time. I listen to myself. But so we work on that. If you have a question, bring it up. If not, I'm gonna ask you, how are you doing with your challenge? How are you doing with complaining? With not complaining. Not complaining. You don't want to be complaining. So I'm working on making these sessions a little bit better, a little bit more interactive. I'm going to ask you a question. Somebody wanted me to share a little bit of my story, and I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you think is important when it comes to your motivation, when it comes to inspiring you to move from one bad habit into a new positive habit? What does it take? What do you believe it takes? What could it take you? Right? Is it tools? Is it videos? Is it reading? Is it journaling? Or is it a new vision of yourself? Imagine, if you will, for a minute, what does your life look like if you didn't have any problems? I mean, not completely, because we're not going to get away from problems. But what would your life be like if you didn't have any challenges that would hold you back? I want you to think about this, my friends. Nobody's presenting any questions, so I'm going to share this. I'm going to ask you, what would your life look like if you weren't having problem gambling? If your business was doing better? If your relationships are growing and you as an individual, you're getting better, you're getting smarter, you're getting stronger? What would your life look like, my friend? My friends. Now, as I said, I'm a preacher. I can sit here and talk, but I really want to get some interaction. This is your program. I'm going to be doing this every Friday and Sundays, live, 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I see that somebody else joined. I'd love to know who you are. Share your name, where you're from. If you have a question or you got an answer to my challenge, to my question that I just presented, how would your life look like if you had a whole new vision for yourself? And would that motivate you more than anything else? I'm going to sit here and wait for a second or two. And I'm going to share a little story. I believe in looking back. I believe in looking back at our stories, at our experiences, so that we can learn from them. That's what I believe. I believe that in order for someone to go forward strong, for someone to achieve, for someone to develop, for someone to transform his life, whether it's a business, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's an old relationship that you're trying to revive, whether it's a lifestyle, a mindset, you must have a vision. You must have a very clear, vivid, colorful vision of where you want to be, or how you want to see you living your life. That, my friend, will motivate you like nothing else. So that's why I encourage in my videos, my friends, I hope you're taking notes today. If you don't have a pen, if you don't have a piece of paper, grab one. Take some time and grab, because I will give you ideas. My sharing is going to spark ideas within your own mind. And those ideas could be powerful pieces of information that you can use later on. You could look at that later on, and those things can help motivate you. I'm going to be talking more about vision, your vision. I don't know if you have a vision for yourself, but you need to get one, my friends. You need to get one. You know, most people current vision today on a Friday, and this is why I'm also doing this, is people are getting ready to leave their jobs. People are getting ready to go drink. People are getting ready to go dance tonight. People are getting ready to get into some really ugly shit tonight, Friday. Friday in particular, because it's the end of the week, right? People say TGIF, thank God it's Friday. We ought to be saying, you know what, thank God I'm alive, and thank God I'm growing. So, I will be sharing a little bit of a story here in a minute. I see we've got some new joinees. Thank you for giving me the privilege of coming into your home. Thank you for giving me the privilege of coming into your circle of influence, my friends. I'd like to know who you are, where you're from. If you have a question before I go on. I've already presented a question, by the way. We talked about the challenge last week of not complaining. I'm telling you, my friends, what I'm sharing with you in these videos are very, very powerful old stuff. Kind of common sense. Greets from Belgium. Petsuba. Hey, welcome to Friday Night Live, my friend. Glad to have you. Pets Stuba. I hope I got it right. Pet Stuba. And I see Laura Pender. Hopefully she's still on. And we've got a few more. Maybe I'm putting you on the spot. I don't, you know, I don't hope to put anybody on the spot. Portland, Oregon. Thank you. I'm not here to put anybody on the spot. Let me tell you something, my friends. You know what? I could be out on a Friday night doing destructive things, right? What do? I train myself. Thanks. Thanks, Petsuba. I'm training myself to become not just a better person. I want to go beyond what my imagination even thinks I can be. Think about that. We talked a little bit about vision. You know what? I'm doing super fantastic, terrific, over the top, Petsuba. I've had some challenges. In spite of the challenges, I've had to continue going forward. Sometimes life can get dark. Sometimes we make bad decisions. Sometimes we get involved with the wrong people. Sometimes we make the wrong move. But you know what, my friends? We must keep going. Sometimes we may have a bad day at work, a horrible day at work. Life must go on. We must continue to strive to get the vision, because that's what's going to motivate you, my friend, more than anything else, more than these videos, more than myself. I can inspire you, right? I can light a candle. I can spark your candle. But ultimately, when you get a vision, a powerful, colorful, vivid, specific vision for yourself, of where you want to go, of what you can do, of what you'd like to see yourself doing in a week, 2 weeks, 6 months, 5 years, that's what's going to motivate you, my friend. Absolutely. I see people coming and going. So what do you think? Do you believe that vision, having your own colorful, vivid, specific vision, will motivate you? Or what will motivate you? My friend, we started on the topic of problem gambling, right? What will motivate you? If you're taking notes, I would encourage you to take notes. I'm telling you, my friends, this is powerful. Taking notes, clarifying your vision, because as you take notes for your life, as you create a vision, I'll get to that. You can clarify, you can evolve, you can change, right? We don't stay where we are. My friend, if you're staying where you are in life, then you have to evaluate, then you have to analyze that, because you shouldn't stay where you are. If you're staying where you are, a great part of that is because you don't have a vision for yourself. It took I gambled for 4 years now. Pet Stoop. I hope that those 4 years are coming to an end, my friend. Hopefully. Laura, 24 years. That's a long time. Yeah, it is a nightmare. I'm sure you remember, Laura, those nights and those mornings. You remember those times coming back from the casino? Horrible. There was times where I would drive from the Bay Area. When I lived in the Bay Area, I got out of the military. I served 8 years, and I got out in 1993, and then I went into the reserves. And I remember driving from the Bay Area by myself most of the time. Horrible. I remember driving up to Reno when I believe they still had the pull downs, and I would throw craps, right? The dice. There was times that I thought I was winning. There was times that I would walk around with these huge buckets of coins in Reno. I did this many weeks, many months. And I remember I could be in a casino. When you go into a casino, you're in a whole different world, my friend. You're in a whole different. That's like you're entering into a world. From the outside world, you're entering into a whole new world. You don't have. You've lost time. You've lost the aspect of money. You've lost the aspect of family. You've lost the aspect of work. You've lost the aspect of bills. You're in a whole different environment, and time goes by so very quickly in there. I could be in there 9, 10, 11 hours easily. I would end up driving back. I remember driving my little car, barely enough gas to get back to the Bay Area, barely, crying and praying along the way, sometimes falling asleep. I'm sure, Laura, you can relate to what I'm sharing here. Petsuba, I'm sure you can relate. Maybe you can relate to what I'm sharing. In fact, today the casinos are so close to our cities that we don't even have to drive an hour anymore. 10 minutes and we're there. I remember going off the road, waking up from going off the road, crying, pulling over sometimes because I was so tired. Barely made it home many times. One time I was driving up to Black Oak. It's about an hour and 10 minutes from here with my wife. This was back in 2014, 2015, a couple years ago. I was driving a Ford Fusion, brand new car, paid cash for it. It's like $25,000 for it. We were driving, we were conversating. I used to like driving fast, right, to get to the casino. I'm excited. I want to get into the casino. I want to win some money. I want to walk out of the casino with my pockets full of cash, right? That's why we go in a casino most of the time, right? Because we want to come back home with our pockets full of cash. Most of the time we come back empty. Anyways, I was driving. I ended up behind this truck. It was a 2-lane, kind of the back roads going up to Black Oak Casino, Tuolumne County, up near Sonora. I decided to pass this truck on the left. Here's a two-way lane. I got angry for some reason. I got frustrated. And my wife suffers from a condition that is well known. It's basically a sleep disorder. But anyways, I think she might have been a little bit awake or asleep. I'm not too sure. But I know that we were having conversation. I passed the truck. I decided to pass this truck. I'm going to get right with you. My life has been the best it's ever been. Right on, Laura. I'm glad to hear that. I decided to pass this truck, and guess what? Major mistake. Major mistake. Next thing you know, I'm facing another truck. I don't think it was a car. I believe it was a truck. I panicked. I went into survival mode. All I know was I turned the wheel. I believe I had seconds. I mean, as soon as I made that left turn to go past this truck in front of me, I was facing another vehicle head on a 2-way lane, kind of a back road highway. I tell you, I'm surprised that I didn't shit my pants, to be honest with you. In fact, maybe I did. I don't remember. All I know was I turned the wheel and we went off the road. There was no shoulder. It was a wooded area. It was shrubs. It was grass. It was the only thing I could do. Either that or I was going to hit head on. I tell you, my friends, you know, if the losses of money, if the poor diet that we go through when we're in the casino constantly, because we're not eating well at all, we're not drinking good water, we're killing ourselves. If those things don't kill you, a drive where you're tired or you're in a hurry is going to get you into a serious accident, my friend. Well, my Fusion was going back and forth and we were hitting bumps and stuff. It was a pretty rough ride. The car had, I believe it had traction control and some other kind of balancing in the car because I felt the car kind of straightening out. We were doing about 70 miles an hour or faster. I felt the car straightening itself out, and all I could do was hold on to the steering wheel for dear life, my friends. Eventually, the car stopped in front of a of the there were these wooden there were wooden poles, short wooden poles with this wire running through them. If that wouldn't have been there, if the car hadn't have stopped, I would have went over. It was like an embankment. I would have went down this embankment. That was humiliating. It was very frightening to me. I was in shock. So was my wife. We were both in shock. This is just one experience that I've had among many. I looked, and all I could see was that fence, that makeshift fence, and the car stopped. It wasn't meant for us to go down that embankment. And like a stupid idiot, I got back on the road. We went right back to the casino, and I believe we lost big time that night. I didn't stop to think. And that's why most people have problems today, because we don't stop to think. Now, honestly, I could share story after story. Somebody asked me, share some of the things that you've gone through. I don't really like glorifying my stories. I mean, I will if I'm asked. I'll share some of these experiences that I've had. They have made me who I am today. I've learned from them. I continue to learn. But I'd rather focus on what I can do today to better myself. I'd rather focus on my vision. Wouldn't you say that it's better to focus on your vision of where you want to be and where you could be versus looking at your past? Looking at your present. By the way, I'm waiting for questions. If any of you have questions, would you agree with what I'm sharing? Is it best to focus on where we are right now rather than looking back at the past and looking at where we could be in the future? What do you think about that? I'd like to see if I can get any responses from that. By the way, I see we've got quite a few people tonight. I thank you for the privilege of allowing me, soldier of self-mastery, philosopher of everyday victorious living, into your circle of influence. True. Thank you for coming, Lion25. Lion25. Truth. Focus on your vision, okay? In order to make a goal happen, you have to have a plan. Exactly. Jesus Perez, I agree. I agree, but can't forget the past. Well, Jesus, I agree. The past makes us who we are today, to a certain degree. I got to be careful with that, because if we label ourselves a failure, we're going to act like a failure, right? And if we label ourselves as a failure, it's because we've been failing in the past. So we have to be careful what we focus on. I look in the past and I take lessons from that. We all should be able to do that. Would you agree with me, Jesus? That we should take lessons and, be proud. Be proud of where we've come from. Be proud of where we've come from. But I love talking about where I am today and where I'm going. I love talking about the fact that I'm helping people around the world. I enjoy talking about the fact that I'm doing something scary, even right here in front of you. Eleanor Roosevelt, I said this earlier, the wife, the first lady, president to the United States, which was Franklin Roosevelt back in the 1930s. I quoted her in the beginning. She says, do something scary, or do something that scares you every single day. Are you doing something scary that scares you? You being on this program tonight, might scare you. So you're doing something. And why do we want to do that? Exactly, Jesus. Take the good from and learn from the past. Yep. Some psychic told me if you didn't learn from your mistakes, the same situation will test you over. Yeah, you find yourself in life being tested, right? I say this often that life is a series of reminders. The good life, this is something good to write down. The good life will come out of a series of good, positive reminders. Well, Santos, I heard you say that last week. I'm glad. Are you listening? You see, we hear noises, we hear sounds, we hear all kinds of things. We hear, but are we listening, my friends? Are we listening with the intent to implement? I made up this phrase a long time ago. Educate, applicate, motivate. Applicate, educate, applicate, motivate. If we truly want to become better, if we truly want to be more, if we want to achieve some greater things in life, you gotta have a vision. And that vision has to be clear, it has to be concise, and it should have color. That's why I promote writing. You know, that's one of the reasons why I promote writing, because if you don't write, my friends, if you don't write, if you don't take notes when you're in front of something that's beneficial for you, you're going to forget. In fact, I was reading sometime this week, and I came across a statement that said that people that write things down, they have a greater 42% chance of accomplishing something. 42%. That's a pretty good number. So lately I'm doing a lot more writing. I mean, I do a lot of writing anyways. By the way, my book, The Little Red Book, is going to be on the shelf within a day or two. The new improved version of The Little Red Book. Thoughts to Defeat Problem Gambling, my friends. Little manual. It's actually a little manual book. So I've been doing a lot of talking, and I've been asking some questions. What do I have? I was going to share a little bit how I stopped it all. Well, I've already given you the answer to that. New vision, my friend. New vision. So I'll say this once again. We're going to be here Friday nights and Sunday nights. This is your program, my friend. Invite your friends. You have somebody that's stuck in life, that's problem gambling, that has a serious problem. If hopefully they're not afraid to do something scary, right? Invite them. I am requesting, I am asking for those of you that are benefiting from this program to donate also. This mission is growing. We're getting bigger. I'm investing more time and money into this program to help people. I'm getting ready to go into the community a little bit more, help veterans, help families, help single individuals. I'm going to be talking, those of you that pray, I'm going to be talking to the mayor of the city. Hopefully he'll give me an opportunity so I can get in front of him. I want to share my vision. He's a very young person, goes by the name of Tubbs, Mayor Tubbs, very young man, visionary. And my goal is to be able to get out in front of the right people, to share my story, to speak, to do whatever it takes to help people. Whatever it takes. Is this scary? Of course it is. Is it challenging? Of course it is. Is it bigger than myself? Of course it is. But that's what draws me, is the challenge. Lisa, welcome aboard, Lisa. And also welcome Lion25. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for allowing me the privilege of coming in to your circle of influence. My sister went to New York. We're from Europe. Europe is in the house. Thank you. Greetings from California to Europe. I know there's different, we've got, I think, New York. We've got California. She said life is hard there. Well, life can be. Yes, I would agree. It can be. There's always a solution to there's a solution to every problem. There's a solution, but sometimes the solution doesn't come as quick as we want it, right? When was the last time a solution showed up very quickly in front of you? Netherlands. Awesome, man. Yeah, and you know what? I appreciate the emails that I'm getting from different parts of the globe. I'm encouraging you guys that come on board. I'm gonna stay with this as long as there's people that interact with me. I'm gonna be here. And again, this is not just about problem gambling, my friend. You may have a dream of starting your own business. We can talk about that. You know, you're looking at somebody that started his own business from scratch, and I'm still failing my way into success. I'm asking for donations. I'm not ashamed to say that. I actually left the job force. I may have to go back a little bit part-time if I don't start bringing in the funds that I need to keep this project going. And I will. I know I will. But it's just a matter of being patient and getting in front of the right people and asking. Right? I'm not ashamed to ask. Hello from Belgium. I see that. Pet Stuba. So we've got quite a few. Let's see if we can get to 15 people. I'm going to be on the program for probably another 20 minutes or so, depending on what. Billy, those Red Bulls kick in. Yeah, man. I'm getting some wings. Oh, by the way, speaking about Red Bull, did you guys hear about the guy? I remember I was talking to this distributor that was bringing Red Bulls to us, a little market downtown, and he said, yeah, some guy sued Red Bull because it didn't give him wings. And there used to be a commercial that you could grow wings by drinking Red Bulls. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. I don't watch TV anymore, but there's a commercial that used to be people would fly away with wings. Well, this guy was drinking Red Bull and he claimed that he didn't get any wings, so he took Red Bull to court. Guess what he won from his lawsuit? Now, this is from what I heard. I don't know if this is actual truth. He got $10 from the lawsuit, and his attorneys got paid. So, but I still drink Red Bull once in a while, so don't bust my chops, man. Let me see what else is going on here. Time is the key of success. Don't give up. Oh, believe me, Jesus. Jesus, I've been through so much shit, and I don't like using foul language, but I do sometimes. I've been through so much flipping shit. I made a decision a couple years ago to conquer gambling, and I did. I made a couple of other decisions that I would conquer fear and traumas, and I have, and I'm still doing it. So the key to all of this, like I said earlier, my friends, if you want to go from A to B, if you're stuck, let's say you're working a job, right? You're working a job right now that you don't like. You're working around people that you don't really get along with. But you're there because you're getting a paycheck. Is there a solution for that? I know somebody mentioned in the comments being patient. Being patient. Exactly. That's a very powerful characteristics that we can all build, is being patient. What do if you have a job that literally sucks? Moose balls, but you're there because you have a paycheck. Do you have options, or are you stuck there? Tell you what, you have options, my friend. You don't have to stay there. There's consequences, and then there's rewards, right? If you're going to leave that job for another job, you need to do your homework. You have that option, right? The other option that you have is to work on your character. Develop your character to the max. I'm talking about videos. I'm talking about self-empowerment books. I'm talking about coaching. I'm talking about meetings. I'm talking about journaling. This is powerful, my friends. Journaling is powerful, and so is positive self-talk. What's going to happen as you stay there at that job? Things are going to begin to change. You're changing. You're going to create change around you. And guess what? You may end up moving up quicker. Now you can go look for another job because you're going to be more prepared mentally. You're going to be more self-empowered. Who knows if you can do that job very well and you start your own business on the side? Is that a possibility? Solutions are all around us. We just have to look for them. Just like there are solutions to problem gambling. We have to look for them. We can't kick back and say, well, you know what? I screwed myself over again. You know what? I lost $800 last week. So, you know, I'm going to try again. And, you know, I'm going to kind of sit back. I'm going to kick back and I'm going to wait for pain. I'm going to wait for a big chunk to be eaten out of my butt. You know, when you start walking around with a chunk taken out of your rear end and you feel that dip in there every time you kind of pat yourself on your behind, you're going to start thinking about that situation you're in. We don't need to wait for pain to kick us in the behind to move us. But some of us do hit rock bottom. And I know that I've hit my rock bottom numerous times. Numerous times. I'm going to share this too here. Why was I making many bad decisions throughout my life? Why? Why do we do that? Yeah. There was a time that I bet 3,000 to 5,000 on outside bets. Crazy. You know, we do. Why do we do these things? You know, why do we go to the casino? Why do we, you know, why do we break our back working to fulfill somebody else's dream? That's what a job is. I'm not knocking a job, okay? Please understand that. To go to the casino, to throw money into the coffers, to help others, to pay for salaries, to pay those beautiful looking stewards, whatever you call them, stewards. They go around the floors almost half naked. You know those kind of women. You know what I'm talking about. They don't have men that do that. Well, they do have men. I believe they do. We throw our hard-earned money into these stupid casinos, man. Now, you know, the casino itself is not a bad place. It's not, really. When you think about it, you know, there's people there. There's some form of enjoyment. There's lights. There's sounds. It's a whole different environment. It's a whole different world, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's when people go in there and start losing, and you come out of there depressed, suicidal, thinking about how you're going to pay that next bill, sweating. You know, you don't even want to get on the phone and call call Billy. You know who Billy is? The collector, your landlord, your phone bill collector, whatever. That's Billy. We have many Billies. We don't want to call Billy, man. We're ashamed. We're I'm doing too much talking. I'm going to wait on you. Here's another quote, though. I'm going to say this one again. I'm going to remind us so it sticks. Eleanor Roosevelt, I said this earlier. Eleanor Roosevelt said, do one thing every day that scares you. Let me see what we got here. It's indeed for this and this reason only you need to go to the casino. For fun, not for profit. Well, you know, if you can walk out of the casino with your pockets full of cash every single time, you're doing something right. I don't advocate that. I don't believe in the casino. I don't go to the casino. The casino doesn't appeal to me anymore. You know, the casino has an odor. Or it's either going to have an odor, a stench, or it's going to have a pleasant aroma. You know, you sniff the casino. Maybe you're beginning to go to the casino. Maybe you haven't really lost anything. Maybe you're winning. Man, the casino smells good. Or does it? To me, it stinks. Yeah, I get tempted. Yeah, I get triggers sometimes, you know. I get thoughts once in a while, but I don't think about them. I've learned to train my mind so I can dismiss them very quickly. So, we're going to be ending this session, man, 45 minutes. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, I hope that YouTube allows me to upload. Toto. Sometimes YouTube will not allow me to upload the videos because of music in the background. So that's one of the reasons why I don't play music that loud. Yes, it's an excellent song. Hold the Line by Toto. So I'm going to be ending here, my friends. You need to get a vision for yourself. If you truly want to become greater, if you want to do something, or you know what, you may be completely satisfied where you're at in life. You may be. If you're there, I congratulate you, my friend. Very few people today are really satisfied where they're at. The percentage is between 1 to 3%. 1 to 3% are satisfied. The rest, 89, 90%, or 97%, we're still looking. Joe, hey, thank you for coming on board, Joe. I appreciate your time. Thank you for that. I appreciate all of you that have participated today here. You've motivated me, people. You've motivated me to do better on Sunday Night Live. And I hope that I see most of you on Sunday Night Live. It's going to be very similar to what we're having today. But I want you to challenge me. I want more questions. Your videos are a blessing for real. Thank you. And there's a lot more coming. You know, we're growing. Hopefully we are growing, and you should be experiencing growth every single day, my friends. If you're not experiencing growth in your life personally, you should analyze why you're not growing. Because it's a phenomenal thing when you wake up every morning with a smile. I do something called deep breathing times 3 just about every morning. I have my affirmations memorized. I talk to myself early in the morning to start my day. I generally will not roll or jump or fall off a bed until I've done those 3 rituals. Affirmations. I think about my vision. I add more color to it. I add more clarity. You know, the more that the more specific that you add to where you're going in life, the faster you're going to get there, my friend. That's a goal. So we're here between 4 and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Fridays and Sundays. My book, The Little Red Book, is going to be back on the shelf at Amazon and Kindle. I'm encouraging those of you that like to read and like self-empowerment, you're enjoying these presentations, these micro speeches, grab a copy and grab 2 copies and give one away. I believe that book is going to be a blessing in your life. Have I ever been to Europe? I believe, let me see, I'm not good when it comes to geography, but I've been to, I see your comment, Joe. Gambling was a loss of thousands, 10 years. Your video sparked change. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you sharing that. I really do. That you motivate me, brother, to continue doing more. I've been to Italy. I've been to France. I've been to South Korea. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to the Philippines. I've been to Africa. I've been to Pakistan, San Diego numerous times. Chicago, that's where I went to boot camp. Great Lakes, Illinois, Australia. Yeah, those are most of the places. And of course, I grew up on the East Coast, and I was born in Puerto Rico. Well, I wasn't born in Puerto. I was born in a hospital in Cuamo. I was born in a hospital in Cuamo, Puerto Rico, and I was raised on the East Coast. And I ended up in California through via the United States Navy. Yeah, so I've been around. I'm going to be 53 years young this year, and believe me, I still work on myself. Um, but I'm asking those of you to contribute. I'm asking those of you that benefit from these mind shift sessions, from these live and the videos, donate to Soldiers of Self Mastery. You know what? I could use your help, my friends. I'm doing a lot of free material. Um, Remember to subscribe at soldiersofselfmastery.com. There's a free gift to help boost your confidence. It's an old um, uh, checklist of items you can download. It's kind of like a little ebook. It's free, and some videos attached to it. You can develop more confidence. What else do I have? I'm always responding to comments. I respond to your emails. I'm opening up five places to coach this month. If you want coaching, if you want personal, if you want structured, if you want some guidelines, you want some serious help, you want to get faster, you want to achieve faster, if you've enjoyed these interactions, of course, if I'm coaching, it's going to be more of a personal level. I can't really do coaching here, which I am doing a little bit of a form of it, because coaching is very personal. It's structured, and we go week by week. So soldiersofselfmastery.com. I'm opening up 5 spots for coaching, and I'm going to do everything in my power to empower you, to help you build a strong, colorful, vivid vision for your life, my friend, so that you can be motivated even after I'm long gone. Of course, we will always maintain a relationship. As long as you're part of our subscriber list, I will be reaching into your home. So pray for me as I reach out to the community. I'm going to be talking to the mayor of this city pretty soon, hopefully. I'm going to be talking to a couple of congressmen. I'm going to be sharing my vision of what I'm doing online. This is scary, my friends. This is scary. This is big. I haven't done this before. I'm really going to the next level. So I'm hoping I can lift those of you that are sitting on the fence, or you've got a vision, or you've got a business, or you've got something that you want to do with your life, or you're just stuck with problem gambling and you want to take it to the next level, my friends. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help you. So with that said, I think I've just talked myself out of my page. So let me know, my friends, if you're interested. You want me to share, maybe you want me to share a little bit more about my past. I'm willing to do that. We can talk a little bit more about life hacks, which is what we've been doing here. Or if you have a topic that's even outside of what I've shared, send me an email through soldiersofselfmastery.com, and we can talk about that in the next, wow, been here almost an hour. Sunday Night Live. I'm gonna be waiting for those of you to come on board. Yes, you have been through a lot. I've seen your videos, and we continue to go through more, that's what makes life exciting. We need challenges. We need the difficulties to grow. My transmission is broken. I don't go in reverse. I don't care what I've got to go through. It doesn't matter. Family members, friends. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter if I got to be here alone with one person on Sunday. I'm not going to be held back. I will go forward, because I know who I am. I know what I want. I know what I'm made of. And you have the same ability, my friend. You have the same ability. My favorite video is Face Your Bully and Toxic People. That was a good one. Yeah, I was going through some crap when I made. For sure we'll be here Sunday live. Thank you. What doesn't break you makes you stronger. or how they say it in English. Exactly. What doesn't break you will make you stronger. So, thank you for the thumbs up. Remember to share my videos, my friend. If you get something that you enjoy, a video, share the crap out of it. Continue to comment. Help me get more subscribers. Until then, I'm going to be asking for donations, my friend. I really need your support. I need your help. I have to pay people. I have to pay people to stay online, believe me. Not to stay online, but to do what I'm doing. You know, I have to pay people to help me with my work, with my courses, with my marketing. I'm not an expert in all of this. And if there's somebody there that would love to be a part of this team, and you have some gift, maybe you're good at marketing, maybe you're good at YouTubing, or maybe you're good at proofreading, or you're good at graphics, creating images, etc. Let me know. I need help, my friends. I want to take this vision, this mission to a whole nother level. I want to impact thousands of people. And that's it, man. I'm running out of words. I'm going to take another sip. In fact, I still got half a can here, Red Bull. Peace through strength. Remember to make every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day daily, in spite of and because of, my friends. You will never lose with the stuff that you're made of and what you use. I see you. Cheers. Good night. Stay safe. And remember, it is Friday. It's a great day for doing great things. I will see all of you Sunday. Invite a friend. Soldier of Self-Mastery out.